good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Aquatic Morning Show, where the Aquarius go to be in the know. The Aquatic Morning Show. How is everybody doing this morning? We had a great time. Golly, like the past 2 nights, it's been a great night. Good morning streams and good night streams.
It's like good night dreams.
Right. I know because of that,
fun.
I'm working in dreams, but hey.
Yeah, it was fun.
Shanna was the first one in here this morning who is a new member as of yesterday or last night. Welcome, Miss Shanna Banana and Miss Holly and Mr. Dennis. Mystery Snail Guardians. Snail that Miss Annette is the end of month sponsor this week or this month, you guys. But and I need to get her put on the intro. I'm gonna work on that today after I get rid of my headache. But I will get that today done, Annette, I promise. Who ordered clear over my porch steps? Had to put boots and kick cat. All right. Look, I can't take the puppies outside to go to the bathroom right now because it's cold and raining and nasty, which makes it nasty in the house. So it's like I'm cleaning up puppies every hour. I
think she has snow.
I bet she does have snow too. We have just nasty stuff. I don't think it's gonna get snow down this far either, but it's nasty. Rico Stan, good morning. Good to see you. Brooklyn Bell, y'all, we got Brooklyn Bell on panel last night. It was awesome.
Yes.
And Sharpie and Jay Oliver and Peplin Creek and Stephen P. I'll be right back, Miss Dee Dee. My phone's ringing and Landon School's already called me once. I gotta go grab it.
Uh-oh. I don't know where she stopped, but I'll pick up with Miss Lori. Good morning. And Sharpie's Fish and Phantoms. Good afternoon to you, sir. Snurds and Fish Freaks. And she said Jay Oliver. And there's Brian from Peplin Creek Aquatics. Good morning. Stephen P. Aquatics. Good morning to you, sir. Jojo Stanley. Good morning to you. Eric Wyrock. I do love the way you changed your name because it did probably make it much easier for us. And it's fun anyways, too. Oh, it's real. Feels 2 degrees. It's not that cold down there, Jojo, is it? Oh, that's right. You're in Texas. Ooh. For some reason, I keep thinking you're near Jess, but I guess it's great. And Fish Dreams, good morning to you. John from My Fish Tanks Aquatics, good morning. Shanna, so you're getting ready to go to work pretty soon, or you may have just arrived. Keith Henshaw, Cage Aquatics, how is the weather where you're at, and do you have your power back?
Okay, all right. So apparently he broke his Chromebook screen for the second time. So the schools want me to pay for it right now. And I'm like, no, I'll wait till his dad wakes up and we'll talk to his dad.
And good morning, Sherry. Good to see you this morning. And Sharpie has more Katie time going on. The super red longfins this time.
He's got more what?
Super red longfin plecos in the caves. And Dr. Anthony, good morning to you. Timbo, taking it easy. Yellowstone Aquatics. Hello, Yellow. How are you?
Mellow Yellow.
3G. Good morning, Greg. And we are, oh, and there is the skipper. He's on it this morning, so I better straighten up. Just get my posture correct. Boss
After
man's
staying
on.
off for 2 weeks, I believe. I believe is that how that's working. What am I doing? I was going to do. Oh my goodness. Oh, I was going to see if anybody had emailed me any shorts to start looking at, and it looks like
But the ones that people are submitting for the
yeah,
vid of the day, what do you call it? Video of the that one, yes. Short of the day or whatever.
yeah. Annette has sent me some stuff to look at to put up on the thing.
In Cage Aquatics, did I miss anything? Did you let me know whether or not you had your power back?
And Miss Annette also said, feel free to use any of hers.
You are not a nutter there, Sharpie.
So
I didn't work on anything yesterday myself.
Nope.
My little angels are on the leaves now.
Are they wiggling?
Well, that was last night. I haven't checked them this morning.
They'll all fall to the bottom and I'll start wiggling in like groups together at the bottom once they all drop from the eggs.
Now I was looking at them. I was laying in the floor looking at them during Pam's stream. So I recorded them. Then I came up there and shared them.
Right.
Like I had anything to do with it, you know. And Scotty Aquatic.
You found them. You found them.
Yeah. I was like, look at my angel eggs. That's when you know you're a nerd.
No. Well, yeah, maybe fish nerd.
Take pictures of your fish and shove it in everybody's faces, and they're like, okay, a fish. Right. Oh, it's pretty.
It is pretty.
And that video that Paul Sotero had sent me,
yeah,
and I couldn't get a good thing, it's on Facebook now.
Okay.
So
is it look it's better on Facebook or through Facebook?
Oh yeah, it's clear, you know. When you pull it up, you can see it clear. But you can see the blue angel in there.
Is Paul in here this morning?
No. You see, Cage Aquatics, who didn't have any power last night, so the buffer surprised me. I just hope they make it through the day.
Right.
Okay. So far, they're hanging in there. Yes, baby fish are all the best. They're so cute. And good morning, Greg's Planted Tanks. How are you?
Good morning.
I mean, you always think, the first time I saw baby cribs, I thought that was the cutest thing in the world. And when the mom and daddy took them on the field trips, it's like, oh my God, and then you get baby coys, oh my God. And now, you know, baby planets, oh my God. It don't matter.
Right. That's right. Where did you post it? Say you posted it on your Facebook?
No, well, it showed up in my feed.
Oh,
let me see if I can find it. I'm not good at this part now.
Well, I'm looking under Dee Dee Spendin. Is it under a different?
No, it's under Dee. Yeah, I saw it last night. But it was last night, so it may be way, way, way down there by now.
Not seeing it.
Well, let me see if I can just. Maybe he sent it to me from that messenger thingy.
Suchi Booch, good morning. Fish Dreams. Scott's. Oh, her blue parrots ate the babies. It happened.
My cars ate all of mine, except for maybe there's 3 or 4 in there. before I got them out. I noticed it kept dwindling. It's like, what? Oh, I just saw those on the Aquatic One show.
Uh,
But it's a nice tub picture. And for those that may not know why we were looking, all that started was I was feeding my little shrimp tank, and there was a baby fish in the shrimp tank. And those shrimp had been in that bowl for 2 months or 3 months. But I had put a plant in there that Paul Sotero had given me. So I'm assuming something came in with the plants. And they were just in a bag. They were in a Walmart bag. You know, they weren't like in water when I got them. They were just damp. I don't know how the little bugger got in there. And it's teeny tiny. Or somebody has frozen some jeans standing up outside. That's how cold it is. They got 2 or 3 pair on their porch. I hate cold weather.
oh, it's a several part series. How long is the series, Jay? Barbara Jackson, good morning. Hey, Rika, I just sent you a text message. Just letting you know. Good morning,
Daniel
you guys.
Velez has been putting out some pretty photos too on places.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's there or if that's where he used to live or what, but beautiful. Okay, so I've got it. Let me go back so I can share my screen.
Oh, Joseph said that he called his father-in-law and they came up, called him with an emergency. They lost power and no air was getting in the aquarium. So he set them up.
Cool.
Good. Levi's Aquatics, good morning, dear. How are you? How are them clownfish doing? Any more eggs?
Okay, here we go. I guess, do I have to click on play?
Yeah, click play on that. God, dog, that's so pretty. And Pasatero, I want those angels. I want babies bad, really, really, really bad.
I guess that's it. It's just 19 seconds. But that is pretty.
That is so pretty. So pretty.
How do I? Let's stop. Did I stop it?
Posted a short of your terrarium. Okay. I want to see it if you don't mind. Can I play it, sir?
Oh, did I get that taken down correctly?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're doing good, Miss Dee Dee.
I'll try. Snoochie Booch. Snooch Booch and Brooklyn, there's ways to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it ain't easy. Big boy.
Just do it and then ask for forgiveness later.
But that's the way I have found. Just go ahead and kind of do it. And like, hey, guess what? I'm so excited.
Yeah. The one that was 10 hours ago, Levi?
Rob DeFreeze, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's see, Fish Dreams is trying to raise a few. Shaloma Damaris. I don't know what that is.
I bet it's this one. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, Paul Sotero, that was your tank. We're still talking about you.
Paul Sotero, do you hear me? I want some of them angels. Really bad. I'm just trying to make it very clear.
In case if you missed that, Paul, she does want some of those angels.
Yes.
The blue ones.
Yep.
Oh, that's not mine, Sherry. That's Paul Sotero's. I was just sharing it. I'm a learner.
Okay, this is
Is it
Levi's.
Levi's?
Yeah. Oh, you see the frog on the bottom and the
Oh, yeah. It took me a minute. I had to wait for him to move.
this quick.
Camouflaged.
Yeah.
That's cute. Uh-oh.
It's so cute. I told my stepmom about the milk frogs, and
Uh-huh.
I've got her sold. I've got her sold on them.
Skipper
So
says, guess what, Jess?
what?
Sorry. He's in
What?
capital letters, so.
I don't know what. And is it already time for something that I'm missing?
Not that I know of. Was she interested in frogs or?
But yeah, she loves frogs. She never thought about keeping any, but she's just like, has all kind of frog figurines and stuff like that.
Cool.
No way.
Oh,
You can't get them before me. That's not fair.
you better get off your bum,
I don't have,
as,
I know.
as Shelby would say.
I can't get them before going to Aquashella because I got to keep all the money I can so I can get to Aquashella. So I can't spend any extra money at the moment. But I would so have them right now. I would just put them in a 10-gallon until I could get their paludarium done. But that's not fair. I'm so fit. You're playing. Okay, good. Butthead.
Oh,
Listen
he's
here, you
probably
little.
not. He's probably just trying to break it to you gently.
Yeah. Hey, but my birthday is coming up.
Hey, 'tis an idea, Skipper. Glad you planted the seed for us. So guess who gets started?
What email did you email me at, Scott's? Mains or the Aquatic Morning Show? I got a hair up there. They haven't paired up yet. Okay. Fingers crossed. You're going to pull the eggs the first time, right?
Who's that?
Paul.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said he hasn't, they haven't paired off yet, but when they do, so I asked if he was going to pull the first set of eggs or if he's going to let them try and raise them.
Now,
This
Paul,
one is-
are those related to the ones that were in the fish store?
I don't know. You guys, this one is Coffee Cup is brought to you by Miss Dee Dee. Dee Dee's Indian, right here beside us. You too can be a Coffee Cup sponsor. You get to be on the Coffee Cup, and then you get to be in the intro and any other little things that I do.
Oh, the first time I saw that on the intro, I was so excited. I said, look. Because my husband, we missed it.
Yeah.
In the first room, and it was like, I said, come here, you got to see this.
Good morning, Miss Sherry, which is, Michelle, but,
No, not that one.
oh, that's a different one. Michelle is
Sherry.
Michelle. This is Sherry.
Sherry. Yes.
Sherry. Got it.
Sherry. Oh, I like that. That sounds sophisticated. Yes.
Yes, Sharpie, yes. Here they are. They're a heck of a lot easier to sell.
Good morning, Merrick.
By far. Hey, Merrick, good morning.
So do you have a terrarium that you can use for them, or are you going to have to start from scratch on your terrarium?
I had to start from scratch, but what I've got a 40, and I could actually take that 40, turn it on its side, long ways up, get another piece of glass or plexi, whatever, and make it, whatever height I would want the water to come up to, and make that, I could actually make that the terrarium.
So you would silicone it in?
Yep.
Piece of glass. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Good morning, Patrick. How are
But
you doing, kind sir?
I'll have to definitely start out with blank surface, and then for the back to make it so that I could make it so there was a waterfall, I would probably use that great stuff foam. Oh my goodness, Rico. Hi. Thank
Good
you so
morning.
much. Morning. Morning.
Hi,
You guys,
Dee Dee. Hi, Jess.
hi. Oh my God,
Hi.
you're a blessing to me this morning.
No problem.
You guys, Rico is going to take over for me because my head is throbbing and it's making it hard to. That's why I'm like real quiet. I'm loud, but I'm quiet. um, I love you guys. Y'all know how much I love you, but I am going to leave it in Miss Dee Dee and Rico's hands because I'm just it's it's it hurts. So every now and then I get them, and it just started last night, and I just couldn't get rid of it yet. So
Yeah. Feel better.
I am hopefully yes. I took medicine before the stream. It just hasn't. It ain't started working yet. So
You have to do the old finger pinch of the little.
you know that only works as long as you
Whistle.
hold it, and then once you let go, it's like a rush.
Don't let go. Get a C-clamp or something. There's tools to use. You can pull weapons up besides nailing boards together.
Morning show. I was going to talk about Dee Dee and her tools, but no.
Yeah, I know. I had to catch myself too.
Well, y'all know what to do. Y'all know how to do it. So I will be.
You know who you're turning loose with this, right?
I do.
And you know how both of our brains think it's going to be a good show.
We'll be good.
You can click their
Because you feel
buttons,
better.
Dee Dee. Rico knows how to run it too. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah.
Right.
Feel better. And I got to get up for just 1 second, real quick. I got to do something real quick. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. I will finish. We have some new people coming in, I do believe. And we have Dragon Lair. Good morning to you, sir. And Brooklyn Bell, if you don't know, Geek Boy has some fabulous stuff going on at his house too. And Paul Sotero does also. Every once in a while he shares with us. And good morning, Ricky from PB Aquatics.
Yeah,
And
Ricky.
I believe we might be seeing a sighting of Ricky pretty soon.
What's that?
I think we might be seeing a sighting of Ricky pretty soon on the morning show.
Oh,
I don't
really?
know. Yeah, I got a little rumor that floated across my brain. Oh, goodness,
David
it's not what I
Bellamy.
think of when I see Rico.
Well, good morning, everybody. Hope Jess feels better. I know my wife has those migraines often too, so I know what that's like.
Yeah, I used to have them a long time ago. Barbara Jackson, good morning. But
I got a
I
couple.
outgrew them for some reason.
Yeah, my wife, nah, she gets them bad, and you can see it. So does my oldest son. You can see it. They just
Oh,
get
yeah.
white. They get like pale as a sheet, and just you can tell. You can
Oh,
tell
you're
when it's
very
going on.
sick. And I was getting like 3 a week, and it was like, oh my God, I have to live because you can't live.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't
You
move.
shut down. Yeah.
And you're down for like if you get it on Thursday afternoon, you go get in that bedroom and try to get underneath between the mattress and the box spring or something to get dark, and then you don't come out until the next day, and you're completely wiped out. But they expect you to go to work, and so you do, and it
Yeah.
just sucks.
I believe me. I understand. Yeah, the recovering from it is that fatigue that you get. People don't understand. A lot of people, a lot of healthy people, don't understand fatigue. It's not just, man, I could use a nap. Fatigue is when nothing's. You're just soup. You're nothing
And
worth.
putting on underwear is an ordeal. It's just brushing your hair is like, no, it don't need to be brushed today. Good morning, Melvin. Now,
Hey,
does
Melvin.
your wife get
Everybody.
sick to her stomach?
Yeah, sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. And she's tried a lot of different medications over the years. She doesn't get them as bad as she used to, but she still does get them. And again, I can see it. Normally, she just her eyes look super tired and sunk in. I mean, you can see the physical manifestation of it. You can see how bad she's feeling from it.
Well,
Yeah, they're
I
not fun.
learned that once you get rid of the stomach feel, the rest gets easier. You can deal with the rest. The stomach magnifies it like 10 times more.
Yeah.
So I hate Pepto Bismol. So when I would feel that stomach thing coming on, you drink some Pepto Bismol, the Pepto Bismol comes back, and then the stomach relieves. And that does help. And one of the, if there's somebody driving you get some of those shots, that helps too. You wake up the next day and you slept through it all.
Sleep
And so,
is a wonder drug, though. It definitely helps when you can just lay down in bed for a day, and but not everybody can do that. People have to, like you said, people have to live. They got to go on with their lives. You can't just stop living. You know,
yep.
it's not fun
And
unless you've got great support to help you.
absolutely. What would a single parent do with two or three little kids running in the house?
Yeah,
I don't know. I have no idea what they could do. The kids that I was raising at the time were like 8 and 9. So, as long as they had a TV show or something to watch, I'd lay on the couch and they'd play in the floor right underneath me and we would get by. Daniel Velez, good morning. And there's some beautiful pictures you're posting. Are you there now? Are they pictures from the past or
hi Levi
the orange basement was beautiful.
and
So,
Sherry.
Rico, what are you working on nowadays?
Just looking pretty. Yeah, it's a full-time job.
What? Well,
But
you did really good with your beard trim up and everything. You look all
I just got
fresh.
out of bed, man. I mean, I brushed my hair. That was about it. Uh, Jess told me she wasn't feeling good, so I decided I would help her out.
But
So
that's
yeah,
awesome. I'm glad you're
I,
here.
I don't have much going on. I'm actually thinking about downsizing with the tanks. Um, I've gotten a little, I don't know, a little overwhelmed. I don't even have that many tanks, but I've gotten a little overwhelmed lately, and I'm thinking it's better to downsize uh, instead of struggling with it. You know, I don't want it to be not be fun.
Right,
And
right.
I also don't want to treat the fish badly. So I'm thinking about getting rid. Hey, Stephen,
What's up?
Hey, Steve.
I'm thinking about getting rid of most of my guppies.
Yeah.
Thinking about taking them to the Keystone Clash and giving them all away. I might keep one strain, but I think I'm just going to get rid of maybe because I have a tub that's on the floor behind me,
Uh
and
huh.
I think I might keep that tub of guppies, and not because it goes in and out. In the summertime it'll go outside again. Um, but I think it's time to just get rid of guppies and downsize a little bit.
Man, I wish I could bring well, I guess I could, but I wouldn't want to bring
Yeah,
guppies on an airplane.
yeah, and I'm so excited. Stephen and Jenna are going to be at the Keystone Clash now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
I was
did?
so depressed because I wasn't going to get to meet them at the Triple Crown because I can't go to the Triple Crown now. So I was a little, depressed about that. But now they've because they had some bad things happen. It's
yeah.
good for me. Their air conditioning broke down, so they had
Our
to take some time
misfortune
off.
is everyone else's fortune,
Yes,
depending
yes,
on how bad you want to see me and Jenna. Yeah. So basically, what happened? Yeah, the AC broke down. In fact, as we speak, the new unit is being installed. So if it gets too noisy around here, I'll jump down because I know it'll be annoying. So far, it seems to be all right. But yeah, I mean that's a one ridiculous expense, and basically meaning we're postponing our Disney trip that we were supposed to be taking in May to next year.
Oh, no.
And that was I didn't even mention that it was Jenna's idea. She's practical, so I was glad about
Yes,
that.
she is. Very much
So
so.
it's good to have a partner who's practical. I know
yeah,
for a fact. Although sometimes now is Jenna this way too. Let's say she gets a gift card to whatever her favorite store, Target or whatever. I don't know, some store. Did she spend it on you guys, you and the kids, as opposed to herself?
yeah, for sure.
Same with Michelle. It's hers. It was a gift for her, but she ends up spending it on us instead. That's just who she is.
She never asked for anything either.
So
Like you
yeah,
kind of have to
thank
like
you.
drag it out of her that like
Yep,
if she needs a new kitchen gadget or something or just
yep,
like anything, even like a hair straightener, like
yep.
it's the kind of thing like she'll just deal with the crap she has until it just absolutely cannot go any further.
Same with Michelle. She's the same exact way, and it's nice in some ways, but then again, it's very frustrating because I'm not that way. If I need something, I get it. You know, and it's our money. We don't have that his and hers money. It's our
Yeah,
money. So
same with us.
you know, she doesn't really do anything for fun money, and I do. So I have all this fun money. So I've been making sure I'm going to do things for her. Like, well, in April she's going to Arizona, so I bought her. I'm going to buy her plane tickets using fun money. You know, so it doesn't come out of the paychecks or it doesn't come out of
Mm.
savings or any of that stuff. I'm going to make sure that I do better at just not even asking her, because if I ask her, she'll say no. So I'm just going to do it.
I mean, you saw what she said, that she was working summer school,
Yeah,
and it was like I can use that money to go by myself to the Clash.
yeah,
Like it's very generous of you, but I also feel like garbage when would do something like that, you
exactly.
know.
Yep,
So
yep.
I'm glad that the way it's worked out now, she should be able to go, assuming we can get one set of parents to watch the kids, which I don't think will be a
Oh, you're
problem.
not bringing the kids. Okay, I wasn't sure if you were or not.
I mean, we will if we have to. It's just, it's
I
just
think
the
it'd be
extra
boring
plane
for them
ticket.
though.
Yeah,
There's
it
not
probably
anything for
would.
them to do in the area.
Yeah, and that it without them, then we'll kind of have the more freedom to like hang out with the adults late night kind of thing as
Yeah,
well.
because Dee Dee's going to be there, and as Eduardo came in, hey Eduardo, and Eduardo's going to be there.
Awesome.
So many
Well,
people are going
that's
to be there.
fantastic to hear that, Stephen. I'm excited because I don't think I will probably make it to the Triple Crown either. Not that I don't want to, but it just may not happen. And that's where other people that I wanted to meet was going to be. And
Yep.
now,
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people to be at the Triple Crown, but then
Yeah.
there's like the high priority people that won't be at the Triple Crown, like Rico and Didi. I'm very glad I got to go.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the Clash. Like it's 95% sure. I mean, to the point where I bought Jenna's tickets, mine and Jenna's tickets, and we booked the hotel, and I even sponsored a couple of the classes. The rainbow fish and aquatic plants, of course.
how
Son of a
about
bitch.
that?
Those are the two I was going to do. I should have jumped on them.
You snooze, you lose.
I hope there's some there. I have to wait again for fun money, so I'm waiting till the end of the month, and hopefully there's some decent stuff left for me to. Well, I want to donate to the Fish Fam part of it because Fish Fam for the Clash, we're doing stuff together. But I'd also like to do one or two classes, or maybe the hospitality suite, the other part of that, because Lefty already did half of it, just with my own too. So
Yeah.
we could use but there's always the Fishy Mon babysitter idea. Geek Boy said.
If you trust your children with Fishy Mom, because he won't see them.
Hey, there's Susan.
Jess has sent me a video to share. So let me play that real quick. Yeah, if I can get this thing out.
Best not front on me.
Did that come up?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the singing part.
Oh.
I'll shut up. Yes, that looks good.
I can click the like while I'm in there. This is from Scotty Aquatic.
Are those green fire Tetris?
Neon Tetris.
Oh, neons.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a lot. I cannot keep these little boogers.
I see green on my end, so probably come on the monitor.
I said, but thank you, Scotty Aquatic.
Nice.
See ya.
It's a neon tetra mosh pit.
There we go.
A whole bunch of people came in
Yes,
too.
it
Rich
was.
World, Greg's Planet Tanks. Did we say hi to Susan, Alishon, Whip,
No, we had
My Fish Tank? I mean, a whole bunch of people. I bet we missed a bunch. But
Y'all hear that?
Little bit. It
It's
wasn't
fine.
bad though.
No, it's
Okay.
fine. Whippersnapper's here. Whip's World. Alishon, good morning, Alishon. It's here. M&C Aquatics, good morning.
Too Cooley. Hi. Mikey Mike. Terry said, my wife and I got in a huge fight once she went and bought fabric and was sewing drapes for the house. I was like, damn it, woman, I make enough. Just go buy drapes and do something you want to do. Turns out she wanted to make the drapes. I was going to say that's probably what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, some people just like to sew. I'm one of them. It's stuff like that, you learn in home ec,
Yeah.
how to make stuff, and it's like, okay, I can make that. I can make that.
Yeah.
But in all actuality, anymore, it's cheaper to buy it than it is to make it.
Yeah.
When you, I
I mean, it's
remember
fun to
back
make
when
it.
I was sewing, patterns were like 89 cents, $1.25. Now a pattern is like $14 just for the pattern. You know, you can go to Walmart and buy a shirt for $8.99. You know what I mean?
Now, let me ask you this, Dee Dee. Let's say you need a new spatula. You go to the store. Do you just pick the cheapest spatula there is, or do you like sort of look
Not
at them?
anymore. I
Okay.
used to,
Yes.
but they melt, they burn, and
Yeah.
now I like those rubbery heavy ones. So I look
Is
for
that
that kind now.
that is one knock I will say against Michelle is that a lot of times she will buy the cheapest of whatever the thing is, simple utensil,
Yeah.
and it breaks in a month or 2 months, and she's upset. And I'm like, well, what do you expect? You don't always have to buy the best, but the cheapest is cheapest for a reason.
Yeah, I'm
A
not
lot of
going to buy
times,
a $42 spoon, but I don't mind spending $3 or $4 for it. If it's
yeah,
going to last me. Yeah, I get you.
I told Jenna to get when she first started streaming with me. I told her to get a headset while she was out. She came back with some wireless earbuds with the built-in mic that she paid $20 for, and so I ended up having to buy her a legit headset.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And last night somebody was complaining about my clickety clacking. So it's like, if you're out there and you don't like what I got, send me the setup I need. Is all I can say. It's like last night, I've got a towel under my keyboard. I don't know what else to do. I'm using a bingo box to put my mic up out the way. So it's like, I don't
Hang
know
on,
what else to do.
let me see that towel again. See, I would say like triple layer that towel probably might help.
I
And if
think it's
that doesn't
something's
help,
off that
then
they're here.
is it a mechanical keyboard?
No, just hear it. Can y'all hear that?
I can
A
hear it
little bit.
now. It's not the same as it used to be. Before, it just sounded like you were vibrating the whole table.
Morning show.
Yeah.
Yeah, all I said
But
was vibrating the table.
but this morning I did put the bingo cage box underneath my mic, so my mic is up an extra 8 or 9 inches, which is probably my favorite height to move stuff.
Hey, Papa Shrimp, Cat
So
House. Good
maybe
morning.
that helped a little bit. Just hope nobody bumps into the table because now it's all sitting. The laptop is on top of the boom box. I mean the Bose woofer. Everything's sitting up on something.
Hmm.
But I'm trying.
My mic's here. I have one of those. I have one of these arms. So
Yeah,
that looked a little weird.
Yeah, just
you know it did. It's like, here we go. See, Jess, you left the children in charge.
yep. Oh, I gotta do mine. Oh, mine's just like this though.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a cool looking one, though. That's a cool
that
looking
is
mic.
cool.
It
Somebody
looks
else has
very,
that one.
I don't know, looks very 70s.
Yeah,
Retro.
it's like an
Yeah.
Elvis mic.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody else has that. It's the same exact one. I don't see them anymore. I have it either. Barbara Jackson, good morning. Yeah. I wasn't into this streaming stuff.
You are now.
So I had to just throw stuff together and kind of make it work,
Yeah.
And here I am.
But that's all right. As long as you've got a decent connection, which you seem to. I mean, it doesn't break up on us. We can understand you and we can see you good enough. I don't think it ever needs to be, high level, but I think you need at least a little bit of decent, stuff to do it. Because if people are struggling to understand you when you're talking and stuff like that, it just
Right.
they don't want to watch. I don't want to watch that if I can't really understand what somebody's saying. So
Right. I mean,
And
audio
that,
is like most important of
yeah,
everything. Like, I
yeah,
don't care if you're 2 pixels. If I can hear you, then it's listenable. But
that's
if
the
I
yeah,
can,
'cause
yeah.
we watched 6-7 hours of streams where the person's just talking at
Mhm.
night back in the day. Good morning, South SC Catahoulas.
Cat House.
Melvin Reed.
That's
Yes.
Cat House.
And there's Big Papa Shrimp.
Wait, what was that? Oh, never mind. Okay. Dee Dee, you are you pushing to get to 500 for the Keystone Clash?
Oh, well, not for the Keystone Clash per
Just for
se.
just to
It
do it.
would be very convenient if it happened, but I want that freaking community page.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And I don't know why. Don't have a clue. What am I supposed to do with it?
Yeah. I started out using it a lot, and then now I maybe I post once a month on it or something. I don't know. I don't use it that much these days.
And I thought, oh, but now that I've learned to make those little commercials, to let like my subscribers know where I might be on somebody else's channel, which it helps other people get a sub,
Not you though.
because
Yeah.
they have to be clicked. Why, to get the notification, they got to be subbed to me, but to actually get notified when the show's coming on, they got to be subbed to them too. So it helps two at the same time.
Yeah.
So,
But when you are a co-host all the time like you are, it does hurt. It doesn't hurt you, but it doesn't. Chattanooga
it's
Ed is a
not.
great example. My buddy Ed.
Yes,
Ed used to be the co-host for everybody. I mean, he was
everybody.
everywhere, and he just didn't. His channel didn't grow that fast, and he's okay with that. Just like most of us, we're not super into it, but
Same with
still,
Degenerate too.
it did. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Degenerate's another one. Yeah,
He was the
you got to
co-host
sort
with
of
the
balance it.
mostest.
You got to balance it. You be a co-host, but maybe do your own too, Dee Dee. We're looking forward to you doing your own stream.
Well, I am going to have to do that for my giveaway that I've been telling people. Got to make sure you're subscribed. So when I do this stream, that's when I'm going to do my giveaway. But I'm not streaming, so you kind of got, because I'm going to put out a video with the instructions of telling you what to do, because it's going to be one of those, put the certain words in the video thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way I know how to do it right now. And then when I get them in, I'll just get Jess and Shanna, somebody to help me come up on the stream, and we'll do the giveaway. So I'm going to have to bust the cherry then for sure. It's been a long time for me. I'm going to do it again. So you can do it more than one time.
Alishon said, "Nice mullet, Rico." I shared a video from. I've shown the picture before. It was the early '80s when I was married. It was on Facebook. I never use Facebook, but this morning I just happened to look on there, and it was one of my things to share. So I always like showing that one. It's it's just weird to look back. Dee Dee, you can you know what I'm talking about. To look way back to like 30, 40 years ago.
I saw that. When I was flipping through looking for Paul Solteras this morning, I said, "Oh, there's Rico and his first wife." And Snoochie Booch, email that to Jess, and that way you can give her the permission to use it, and we'll pull it up.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Richard, I'd be interested in that too. Filling out Aquarium on Etsy.
Yeah, my little icon picture is from like 45 years ago. No, not that far back, but I was probably like 50. It's just the picture that I have that I'm actually in a dress, and my hair was done. I had on a dress all in the same day. Let's just say it.
This is probably freezing now. Anytime I get into Facebook lately, it's just been bogging down everything.
But yeah,
I just need a new laptop too. It's time. Here we go.
So I just got a new laptop, and I was having to run a landline. I mean, the connector with cap thing.
Ethernet.
Yes, I was having to run that with the old, or else I was glitching in and out when I closed the door. And so now I can close the door, and I don't have to have the landline with this one. I guess it has higher processors or something. But yeah, I'm not having any trouble with it breaking down or doing any of that. And good morning, Benny Backstrom. Or I'm going to say Backstorm, so you don't feel like you're not in Jess's stream.
And there's Rob. There we go.
Yeah.
That was
a burning love.
that was quite the mullet.
The year was 1986. I was 1.
I was an adult. Well, me and Rico's pretty much the same age. I just haven't grown my beard out yet. Color guppies. Renee, how are you doing? We haven't seen him around in a while.
Oh, nice. I'll have to check that out, Alishan. He's got a pic of him and his friends from a 1984 New Year's Eve party in Chicago. Silly clothes. The 80s were pretty silly clothes.
But you know, they were cool clothes at the time.
Well, at the time, we thought that they were cool clothes. We
Well, they
thought
were. You can't tell me that there's John Travolta Saturday night was that dance thing that he did. That was cool.
But is it still cool?
It is to me.
Hmm.
Maybe you had to be there for the oh yeah. I love those little polyester suits with the silk shirts my daddy used to wear. And the cufflinks. I kept his cufflinks after he passed. That's one of my prized possessions, his stupid little cufflinks.
Geek Boy says, "Can you kick that little bastard off the battle for that I was one comment?"
Yes, Color Guppies. We hope you're doing great.
Excuse me.
And Patrick said I was 36 in 1986. I'm 36 now.
Wow.
And you know that's cool though. I mean, we've got such a huge range of
Yeah.
ages, and we're all friends. We're all peers. You know, we've got Levi's in here. Levi is what 13, I think, 12, 13, something like
Yeah.
that. You know, we've got Dragon Lair. I think he's probably the oldest here right now. It's just a huge range in between. You know.
Right. Like I
Yes.
might be relatively young, but I'm far from the youngest person in Fish Fam.
Yeah. It's a great. It's just a great mix, but nobody cares. Nobody cares about how old or how young you are when it comes to your comments and your knowledge and things like that. I'm not going to not listen to somebody like Levi if he has something that he's brought up. You know, same with Dragon Lair. I'm not going to just listen to him because he's older. You know.
Think about how much Myrtle knows. He's 19 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
And
and
we'll
that's the
find
thing.
out.
Just because
We'll
I'm
find out how
old,
much.
Oh yeah.
I don't know hardly
Tuesday.
anything. So
This
I'm learning
Tuesday.
for the youngins.
Tuesday, we get to finally see Myrtle's face. I'm
Yeah,
so looking
real
forward to that one.
exciting.
I'm very excited about that one.
Well,
And
you're
hear
gonna
his
be, you're
voice.
gonna
You've
be
heard his
blurred
voice.
up if he comes up with a mask on.
He won't. He's fine.
I know.
I have heard his voice. Yeah, we've talked on the phone.
Well, I heard it on a video on a stream too.
Yeah, he did that one live stream where he didn't show his face. Yep.
Yeah, I joined that late and he was having internet problems, so I never did get to hear him.
Yes, he did. Hey, good morning, Dennis. Bigfoot fish tanks, and I think I did see somebody else pop in here. Dennis Christensen, hello. But yeah,
Sharp.
people were losing power last night. I think Keith Henshaw lives by Indiana-ish.
Sharpie said
Powers back
Aquafunk
on.
is the oldest going by the amount of birthdays he's had.
That's true because he's had like
Every day for the last
31.
6
He's had
months.
33 so far this year.
Annette said
Yeah,
Myrtle is the most excited face reveal so far. I'm definitely looking forward.
That's true.
And it's not just the fact that we haven't seen him, but just getting to talk to him and learn more about him because he is such a huge part of the Fish Fam. He mods on all these different channels. He does so much stuff, but we just don't know anything about the guy really, you know? So it's going to be a lot
That's
of
true, Paul. Yes, absolutely. And you know, and that mysteriousness is what was so fascinating about Degenerate Fish Keeper when he was Mr. Manifesto. We heard this voice, this radio sounding voice, you know, on Terry streams at night.
But he never showed
all
his
these
face.
little wise cracks, and it's like, so you're trying, is he dark haired? Is he blonde haired? Is he old? Is he young? You know, and so you had this vision of what he was going to look like in your head, just because you didn't think you would ever see him, and then he started appearing. And
Yeah.
I pictured him as dark hair, but I was pretty close on the rest, except that I thought he would have a mustache, like a porn stash.
I thought he was
Just
like
saying.
closer to my age too.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
Nick.
close to
he's
your
older.
age, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like what 48, 49, something like that.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
Cool.
he was younger than that.
Papa
He's
Shrimp
younger
said,
than me.
I'm watching news on TV just to see all the mayhem on the icy roads here in North Texas. Lost power overnight, ice on the power lines, but luckily we have a massive generator that kicked on.
Oof. Well, it's 71 degrees here.
Not you, Fishy Mom. I've seen your butt crack. I remember he was doing his water changes one day and he came up on the stream and when he bent over, his butt is lined right up with the camera and he's bent all over it and you see his butt crack. That was fun. Yep, that was
And that's,
back in the days.
Keystone Clash again. Fishy Mon has a hotel room. He will be staying the weekend, so he doesn't
Yeah,
get to
he's the
sneak
little
out on
spoon this
Saturday.
time. Yep.
It's actually 33 here, but we're expecting a foot of snow in the next couple hours.
Oh God, I don't understand it. I'm a baby. I am
Yeah,
a baby. I'm
Berkeley
trying
Bell
to see what
says
the weather.
it is about to get cold here in the next few days, which I'm glad I'll have heat in the house.
Yeah.
Daniel, it's being installed right now.
It's 53 here. I'm not bragging because it was cold 2 days ago. Now it's 53, and it's supposed to be close to 70 sometime this week, and then we might have it down to 22. You know, our plants take a hit. Is that they start budding,
yeah,
and then
that's the worst. Yep.
This is probably not a very attractive shirt.
We February is always the worst, but it doesn't look that bad. I mean, there's a couple of 4, like Saturday's high of 18, low of 4, but otherwise it's actually pretty warm. Almost every day hits freezing or above for like the next 10 days. So that's not, for February, that's not bad. January was super cold for us because we don't get minus temperatures. People think upstate New York, they think Buffalo and stuff like that. We get a ton of snow, but we don't get the super cold temperatures because of of Ontario. It moderates our temperatures.
There's Michelle.
Annette said
we're
something.
Close to water, but we're not like on the water like you are. I'm 20 minutes away. Does that impact our weather this far away?
It depends on how big the lake is. Which lake you're talking about?
It's the ocean. It's the.
Oh, well, not as much because prevailing winds come from the west. So it does affect. But not near as much. If you're on if the ocean was on the west side of you, because the wind, and again, that's prevailing winds. Doesn't mean the wind always blows from the west, right? It's just sometimes, and the Coriolis effect, it's a circle effect from the beginning of the earth. You'll see that causes the air to do fun things too. Annette said, first time I watched Matt's live stream, it was all butt crack. Elwyn time, his fly was down the whole stream.
I do remember that one.
That's funny.
Yep.
Let me see if I can find my fish news that I had gathered. I put it away because Jess came back, but I was trying to get prepared one day, and I do not know what I saved. And I had some favorite pictures and everything with this, but that's not it. I saved it on Google Docs. I don't know how you keep getting that back. That didn't work.
What are you doing? I'm sorry. I was reading the comments.
I had done some fish news history, but I had to use Google Docs. Does that stay out there forever, or?
Yeah, it should. Stay saved. Yeah.
You're putting it on it's your storage there at Google Drive. Basically, it's all one thing.
Let's see what this is.
It's going to get down to 33 tonight.
Oh Lord.
Well, at least you'll have heat. Hopefully. Yeah. It should be, right?
Well,
I mean, they're not doing duct work and stuff, so it's not that hard, right?
Right. They're just replacing the inside-outside unit.
Okay. Here, we got some fish news.
Hey, there's Jason. They're talking about Jason.
Yeah, talking about him, and he pops up. Let me see if I can share this screen real
Phrasing.
quick and do a little bit of fishy news. Title.
I had the privilege of seeing Steven relaxing in bed when his live stream started when it wasn't supposed to. I remember that. It happened to you like twice, didn't it?
Yes, it sure did.
It just kicked off.
Well, whenever there was 2 times where I streamed straight through OBS to YouTube, and you like click this start streaming button on OBS, and if you don't deselect it, like you can't just end the stream on the YouTube side.
Oh,
If you
gotcha.
don't deselect it, I guess it just decides to start streaming again.
Oh Lord, that would be embarrassing.
I
Yeah, that
mean,
could have been bad.
luckily, it could have been bad. Like so easily could have been bad.
Can y'all see that screen?
Yes,
Yep.
we can see that.
Okay, I
Now,
did
what are
some
we looking
research
at?
on
What is this?
This is some new species discovered after years of scientific studies. And Lord knows, I must try it. Daniela cerebrum has been able to hide in plain sight. A Texas A&M researchers among the team of international scientists who named and classified the fish. And so apparently it's around Texas. But it said that Daniela cerebrum is the newly described species with an open skull roof and a small brain that is easily studied in situ at the cellular level under a microscope. And they are very important little fish in terms of potential science breakthrough. It is a surprise find, but one that is important for science and to give this tiny fish the credit it deserves. Daniela fish are just a little longer than a fingernail and come from Myanmar and northeastern India. And it has a translucent body, as you can see. And it is the 5th fish species in the genus to be discovered so far. But the fact that it has an open top skull,
Head pan or whatever you call it.
yeah, I guess right there.
Huh.
That's kind of cool. Wonder why. And then we have
That's freaky looking.
let me see. Some of these things would not print off for me.
It's a harmonica fish. Looks like
It's
a
a
harmonica.
pandemic blenny. It's a blenny. Pandemic
Blenny.
blenny. And they discovered it during the pandemic, I guess, and that's why it's called this. And the reason they called it that, it means enclosed or having been shut off. Okay? The guy that named it said he was staring at the 4 walls of his home office, and I thought about my own and others' isolation during the panic, so I gave it the common name of pandemic blenny.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
The poor thing.
What to be known for. And it said
It's
these
like
are a group of
it's been around for
forever. It's over 900 species of fishes found in coastal areas throughout the world's oceans. And they're generally small and have elongated bodies and relatively large eyes. And they look like a Volkswagen bus. And the blenny is one of the several cryptobenthetic species found off the Cocos Island. They dwell on the seafloor and are extremely hard to detect and quantify because of their small size and coloration and habits. And they've also been found on mainland coast from Costa Rica to Ecuador. So there's another new fish.
There's Kelly Foreman. Hi, Kelly.
Kelly.
Next is the Delta blenny and the Omicron blenny.
Yeah, probably. See, now this is
the
an
name
81,
on this one seems inappropriate to me.
What, the snapper?
Scroll back up.
And this fish is 81 years old.
Wow.
Isn't that cool? And it's
It looks like it's just tired of you. You know, it's got that look on its face like I'm done with you. It looks like an 81-year-old.
Yeah.
Face, you know,
and it looks like it's lost some of its teeth.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like it's got that one tooth left.
Yeah.
You know, but it says that they don't even know how long this particular type of fish can live. Because that one was discovered off the coast of Broome, Australia.
Now, how did they know how old it was? I mean, did it tell them?
Well,
Did it just swim up and say, "Hey, I'm 81"? I mean, you know, how did it know? How do they know?
They do some, I guess the fish don't live research. and they can go back that way. I did read that on one of these reports on maybe not necessarily this one, but another one, how they tell how old the fish are. If
Gotcha.
I'm remembering what I read,
I
it
mean, I
said this
know
is one of
carbon
the
dating and stuff like that, but I just didn't know how they did that, like on things like live tissue like this. You know how they could.
right. Yeah, they can't just take a punch out of it, you know. And this is one of the 11 snappers off the over the age of 60, discovered by Mr. Taylor and his colleagues off the coast of Western Australia between 2016 and 2020. So they had time to do stuff. So I guess that's why all these fish are surfacing. And this particular fish was caught in areas where commercial fishing was prohibited. I'm sorry. So maybe that's why you don't see that many of them.
Also, Tara says they checked the growth rings. I guess that's like aging a tree. Or you
Yeah.
count the rings.
Snailfish of the deep.
Yep. And look how soft and unsupported this fish looks like. And then it says, plunge into a marinara trench and you'll find a ghostly snailfish cruising along the seabed nearly 8,000 meters deep. It lives in crushing pressure and darkness as one of the deepest living fish ever collected. And they found 37 of these peakish translucent, bloody looking critters using abated traps with attached video cameras. And their bodies are so pale that its liver, stomach, and innards are visible through the skin.
Mm.
And just how deep does this new snailfish live? Well, from sidewalk to sky, the Empire State Building is 443 meters high. You'd have to stack 18 below the surface to reach snailfish territory.
Wow. Under pressure.
It looks like it would be a baby right there, but I guess that's a full size one.
Ooh,
This is a pretty fish right here.
that's pretty.
Oh, I
And
can see
Kaguya is
that being wiped
dartfish.
out of the wild for aquarium
Yeah, look at
trade.
that thing.
A fairy tale goby is what they're calling it.
Fairy
Is this
tale
freshwater or this is saltwater? This is
Um,
saltwater, isn't it?
I do not know. You see, it's from Bali and Maldives.
Okay, yeah, saltwater.
Okay,
There's only like
so
one goby that's freshwater, right?
I don't know anything about goby.
Is that true? I thought there was
I
a
know very
bit.
little. I feel like there's very few, but maybe I'm wrong.
This
That
fish was
happens.
named for the moon princess Kaguya, the central character in an ancient Japanese folk tale. The name is an allusion to the moon-like spots on the fish's dorsal fin and its discovery on reefs in Japan, as well as in the Philippines. And this new gaby looks like a lot like another as yet unknown species from the Bali and the Maldives. Its head and body are orange to pink or yellow-gray with purple stripes that sometimes become spots. Divers have spotted this species before and snapped photos, and it's also caught for home aquariums. I can't imagine that. But if it hadn't been named and described until November, and formal description in a scientific paper is how new species are technically discovered in science.
That's a cool
Beautiful
looking
fish.
fish. I
Yeah.
like that one.
I can see that one going over real well. Now, look how red and orangey this fish is.
Magma
And
fairy.
Can somebody
Hey.
say that? Is it Rassy? Is that how you would say
I
Rassy?
always thought it was Wrasse, but
Yeah, I think it's just wrasse.
and Magma fairy was not my nickname in college.
See, I could see Jeff's wanting that other one and this one. It kind of goes along with her longy, flowy, finny type fish love. And if we're talking fairy tales, you can't skip the Magniferi wrasse. Scientists sampled 4 sprightly specimens from an underwater rubble slopes at the active Icatus volcano in the Philippines' Babayan Islands, part of the Pacific Ring of Fire. This fish is truly volcanic. The magma red colors of its bodies and fins set it apart from other closely related wrasses.
Very cool.
Okay, and now we have the Korean dwarf seahorse,
Mother
Hippocamus
effing
Mhm.
haima. Yeah, there you go. Some colorful ones too. And if princesses and fairies aren't enough, I guess there's a theme starting to develop here. Let's throw in some more mythical creatures. And I don't know how to say this word. Haima?
The one in
Haima?
the middle, look at that one in the middle. It just looks like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
like what? Did somebody say my name?
Hey, what are you doing?
But these are the most common seahorses in Korea. But it's also found in Japan, and it means dwarf seahorse or princess seahorse. And the new species is part of a larger group of crowned seahorses also found in Japan and Korea. This year, scientists examined 182 seahorse specimens from the region and sorted them into three species. The crowned seahorse, which is the uh, coron- coronatus, how about that? And the Panasaurus is Sindanus, had already been discovered and described, but a third new species, the Haema, Haema, as you see, shook out of the mix based on genetic and physical differences from the other two species. Well, how about that?
I would have called them orange, yellow, and red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Just
And
go.
now this is a fire goby.
Look at him. That's cool too.
It looks really tiny. And with a name like a Harry Potter spell. Um,
Incendious.
can somebody say
Palatagobius.
that? Yeah.
Palatagobius incendius. I don't know.
Yeah. It
Sounds
does
right to
sound
me.
something. This Caribbean goby rounds out the 2017 fish list in magical style. Its fiery name comes from its bright orange, yellow, and pink scales. Fire gobies live in schools and deep reefs from roughly 100 to 200 meters deep. And back in 2015, before the gobies were formally described, scientists found a school of 50 swimming near a rock wall in Curacao. Did I say that correctly? Curacao? These researchers filmed the gobies from inside a submarine and then saw something unprecedented. Invasive lionfish introduced to the Caribbean from the Pacific attacked the school while the scientists watched.
Hmm.
The researchers caught it all on film and the first recorded of invasive lionfish threatening an undiscovered species. So, if you thought this year was a trash fire, then fire gobies devoured by invasive species probably adds to the hot mess. Don't despair, though. With princesses and dragons and volcano fish in the mix, scientific discovery was ablaze this year, too. For fish, at least, 2017 was lit.
It was
So how
lit.
about that? Yeah.
Lit.
Okay. Let me see if I can get back into
Hermione's Hugglepuff. That sounds appropriate.
Yeah. But, it's us. Okay. I took that down, correct?
Yep. It's
Yeah.
got,
Okay.
and it's the top of the hour too. If you want to, I don't know what do you got lined up for. We got Joe or one of those people. The
I don't have access to all of that. So,
Okay, social media lady. Well, let's just shout them out then. We got Joe Shrimp Shack, big sponsor of the morning show, and the social media lady. And who's the coffee cup this month? It's you, right?
it's me so far,
Okay.
but we can have up to four.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we broke it down instead of having just one. We all four break into the cost, and that way you too could become a coffee cup sponsor. Um,
I do have access to the social media lady commercial if we want to play that.
is that the one in the overlay? Is that
Video clips.
okay? Okay, go ahead. If you go ahead and
Beck,
play it then.
real quick, Beck says she gobies are cool. I really want to get some bumblebees. Yeah, I've got some bumblebee gobies, and they're getting good sized. Yeah, they're doing really well. They're in this tank right up here, and they're a lot of fun to watch because they are definitely hunters. So when like I put the baby brine in there, or even bloodworms, just how they go about getting them is just a lot of fun to watch eat.
You're talking about the gobies?
Yeah, bumblebees. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Jason was talking about feeding scuds to his yesterday, I believe.
I wish I had scuds. I'll get some from the bay this year. I'm going to start a colony.
Nice.
Okay, but just have some if you're looking for some before then. Apparently, she has plenty of them.
That's
Yeah.
right. She is trying to get rid of some.
Mm-hmm.
Fishy Mom wants to know where Jess is. She had a migraine, so she started the stream and then she had to take off. It was just getting too much for her, so she went and laid down, and hopefully she'll feel better tomorrow.
All right, we ready?
Do it
Yep.
up.
Do it.
Socialize.
Hi, Fish Fam! Are you struggling to gain new subs or followers? Would professional graphics, captions, and ads help you to sell more products? Perhaps you need a marketing strategy that works for your business that is also cost effective. You're not alone. Millions of businesses across the world struggle with this problem. Good marketing plans, poorly executed, cost businesses billions in lost revenue each year. What is the solution? The Social Media Lady, a digital marketing agency. This team of seasoned marketing professionals works with your small business to plan and deliver a solid blueprint to drive more traffic to your website, YouTube channel, and social media. You can check out our work right here at the Aquatic Morning Show, as we currently provide their social media marketing as well as a majority of their graphic design services. When you decide you're ready to level up, schedule your free consultation at thesocialmedialady.com/fishnews.
All righty.
Yeah.
And you know, and now as more and more people are getting into this social media to become a way of life, it might be something that they need to start looking into, is actually having somebody help them, especially if they're trying to manage the products, the live, the live creatures, and do all that.
Yeah. Especially if you
It's
want to, if you're trying to go across to all the different platforms and stuff,
sure.
Yeah.
that's a
Or,
lot. There's a lot out there. I mean, there's
It's
a lot of
too
social
much.
media today.
It,
Yeah,
it's
I
hard to
agree.
fish when you only reach, so many people. But if you go on out there, they put it everywhere. Maybe that's how some of these bigger places all began. Social media type people that do the
Spread
work
it,
for you.
spreading it around. I guess it's not a
Hmm.
good idea to focus on one platform, but I'm good with it.
I can't even focus on the one. I mean, I guess if YouTube counts, then yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And then I have an Instagram account, and I realized the last 3 times I posted on Instagram have been pictures of food. So I guess I'm doing it right.
I don't think I've posted on Instagram in forever. I do have an account there as well, but I just use it to look at fitness models. I mean,
Oh yeah. Oh, you're
um,
you're you're pre going to sleep reading. Yeah.
let's see. Oh, I did. I posted a bumblebee goby on when? Does this have a date? January 3rd. So a month ago. A month ago today. Hey, look at that.
Hope you feel
Nice.
better, Bwizzle. Bwizzle's sick this morning too.
Oh yeah, I hope you do feel better. He says, if he takes the day off, then he'll have to work Saturday. That
That sucks too, having to go in because you were sick and have to work a good day. You might have had something planned.
Saturdays are sacred.
every day Saturday now. Hey, Ricky,
Hello, Ricky.
Thunder Aquatics. Hello.
Else I meant to say that. Yeah, I do have Instagram, but I haven't set it up under Dee Dee's Fin Den. And so it's old pictures from my niece and stuff. That's what's up there. And everybody's doing this TikTok, which is
Eh,
entertaining.
yeah, I have a TikTok
But
account too, and I made like 2 silly little videos on there, like the fishy mon, can you hear me one, and something about my breath being on fire, or something. Like
yeah,
that's it. I did those 2, and I was done. That was enough.
yeah, it's just
I just don't care for
entertaining.
those. It's the same with YouTube. I don't care for shorts on YouTube either, and it's the same type of stuff. I just don't care to watch that type of stuff very often.
Yeah.
And
I just put my YouTube shorts on TikTok. No effort.
Yeah, that's easy. Same thing. I do vice versa. I take the TikTok ones and put them here, but YouTube doesn't like the watermark that it has a TikTok watermark on it,
Uh,
so they don't like that.
well, what the heck was I getting ready to say? Oh, Stephen, do you have your song where you can share your song?
the rap, yeah. I mean, I can cue it up if we
We
want.
get, but I did see something that somebody had said. Oh, Oh, on your shorts of the day, make sure that everybody goes in and do your little comment on I love watching the Aquatic Morning Show. Tomorrow is the drawing for the week.
And Lori did post the link to that one. The short, yep, right there. Hi, Lori. I don't think I said hi to Lori. Hi, Lori.
And
Oh, it's Skippers, right? Short
yes,
fish and a little extra from Stephen P. 2003, but that's a Skipper video, right?
yeah.
Yeah, the
I believe I did watch
longfin
that one.
plecos.
So I guess we're gonna get it pieces at a time, maybe. So that series that you did. But yeah, so make sure you do that because once you win on Friday, you go into the pool for the end of the month, and I don't know what the prize is going to be, but it's going to be fabulous because it's Mystery Snail Guardians coming up with it.
Oh,
So,
she's doing this month's.
Yeah.
Best not front on me.
Wait, did I share audio correctly? Gotta do all that.
This colony.
Yeah. Me and Rico's going to sing backup for you.
Yeah,
So
might want to mute us.
put your earbuds in, plug them up.
Y'all hear that?
No.
Okay, well, let me actually share audio.
ABC.
Hi, ABC.
Thunder Aquatics came in. Freaky Fish Lady said when she did hair in Dallas, when they told us you better be dead if you don't show up on Saturday.
There we go.
All right.
I have to mute myself. I sing.
What? I better mute myself too.
It's a live ever mosh pit. So watch it, don't knock it, drop and fry every day, ain't gonna stop it. People saying hey and whoa and take it slow, it's out of control, but they don't know I got a mother-loving biome. Nature! So leave it alone, they're doing fine in a happy home. Making babies with their fathers and mothers and sisters and brothers is kind of gross, but that's the way it goes. Now I'm in the midst of a colony blitz. It all started with a batch of fry. The mama died, but the baby survived and grew up and thrived. Then the guppies kicked the breeding into overdrive. What was accidental and incremental blew up into an exponential and totally mental experimental hit. And the fish police threw a fit. I guess they just couldn't handle my live bearer mosh pit. Best not front on me about this colony, 'cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. You might think from this rhyme that I'm mucking up guppy lines. Ain't got no crooked spine or time to hear you whine. Stop the fish police. I'm making hybrids I desire to acquire and combine entire lines designed to inspire and surprise and advertise the rise of my monkey fighting live bearer empire. You looking all distraught, you think it's overstocked, but you got no shot to sway me, you're an afterthought. Yeah, I got guppies getting blitzed on duckweed. Had enough of these, well they don't stop and neither do we. You might call it a challenge, it's a foot per gallon. Your rationale is sound, but it's a little unfounded, cause I'm gonna be crowned as the best flippin' mud guppy breeder around. On this earth, and my mutts, I assert, are gonna make you a convert to a chaotic tank that doesn't take much effort or the hand of an expert. Look, all I did was rap and 5 guppies just gave birth. Best not front on me about this colony, cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. You might think from this rhyme that I'm mucking up guppy lines. Ain't got no crooked spines or time to hear you whine. Cause you best not front on me about this colony, cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. If you wanna do like I do, fertilize the plants with fish food. Don't fret about being overrun, just chill and have some fun. I got the new genetics for the color theoretics, a different aesthetic. It's cosmetic and frenetic. If you don't get it, I do. I got a vision, it's eidetic. And your derision, well, it's really quite pathetic. Uh-oh. Now you see a bunch of platties, they're looking fatty. You think it's fatty, and the plants are overgrown, getting kinda ratty. It's alright, little laddie. Just look me in the eye and tell me who's your daddy. best not front on me about this company, 'cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. You might think from this rhyme that I'm mucking up guppy lines. Ain't got no crooked spines or time to hear you whine, 'cause you best not front on me about this company, 'cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. If you wanna do like I do, fertilize and plant with fish food. Don't fret about being overrun, just chill and have some fun.
Yeah. You think I give a fudge about some algae? What, you afraid of shiznit getting too natural up in this biznatch? Good sir, dispose of your TDS meter, for it measures organic and inorganic solids, and it's more beneficial to learn the chemistry of your water. Thank you very much.
If you wanna do like I do, fertilizing plants with fish poo. Don't fret about being overrun, just chill and have some fun.
Have some fun. I love that. I just don't get tired of it either.
You know, I'm not a fan of rap, but the chorus, it's not that rap. I'm just not a fan of rap. I'm just not.
Yeah.
But the chorus sticks in my head, and I've been singing it since you made it 6 months ago, or however long it's been now.
It's got that little Latin vibe in it too, and
Yeah.
I'm not a rapper either, but you know, it does. It just hits you. Yeah, I love it. I did find Joe Shrimp Shack new commercial, and I don't know if I can play it, but I'm going to try. Okay, and we'll see how that goes.
Everybody wants the long fin plecos, these poor short fins that are still in the tank. Who will take care of them?
I told you, let me know.
What, the short fins?
Yeah.
I thought you just wanted long fins.
Whatever. What was those chocolate covered ones that I got?
I think I've only sent you long fins.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the short fins is just, regular standard bristlenose pleco.
Do I have his thing up?
It's up there.
Joe Shrimp
It's
Shack?
muted.
Yeah,
You got it there.
This is what I have to do here. All those plants. This is a nice commercial.
What you didn't know is that Papa Shrimp on drums there, because Jerry played the drums.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh.
I think Jerry could probably do this drum beat in his sleep.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
Probably fall asleep doing it.
Bamboo shrimp? That last one? That was cool.
All those shrimpies. Cool. Stop.
Yeah, Holly, legal boosts, because
Yeah.
the illegal kind is the wild harvested kind, because they will just strip the land bare of rhizome plants. But I guess the legal kind is the stuff that's been propagated locally.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that too. I have my fingers crossed. But I have another question too. Rico, we have not seen Zoidberg lately.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Creatures reminded me of him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought people got tired of seeing him because I did like, I don't know, 15 videos in a row of him. So I just haven't. But he's fine. Yeah, he's in this tank. He's still putzing around. He's getting up there though. Yeah, he hasn't molted in quite a while. So I think he might be done growing, and he's getting up there. I mean, he's got to be close to 2 years old now. I don't even know how long those ones last, how long they live. But yeah, he's still in that in my call guppy tank.
Cool. Yeah, when I saw that little, is that a crayfish? Crawfish? What is it?
Yeah.
What is he?
Yeah, they call him a blue lobster, but yeah, he's a crayfish.
Oh yeah, because they're not allowed to sell the lobsters, correct? Or the crayfish.
I don't think that's a thing here. I don't think if they change the name, they're still selling the same thing. It's not.
Yeah.
You can't just say, oh no, this isn't weed. This is you can't just change the name of something to make it legal. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think that was just a marketing thing. Ooh, it's a blue lobster.
Because that's what it looks like to me, is a little teeny tiny lobster.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A tidbit.
I love Zoidberg. He is so cool. I love when I drop like algae wafers in there. I have the Akari algae wafers. I was looking around to see if I had some here. I drop one right by him, and he'll go. The guppies are all swimming around trying to nip at it, and he'll just go run right up to it, and he picks it up, and then he backs away slowly with those little hands in the front, holding onto it. And he's, he just backs away, and I don't know. I love watching.
Munching on it.
Yeah,
that's cool.
He's like, mine, my precious.
Yeah. You always seem to have one that just captures your attention a little bit more than all the rest.
Yeah.
So for you, it's Zoidberg. For me, it's Oscar the Dojo. I can't help it. If he's moving around, I'm going to watch him.
Yeah.
Even as I love those electric little cars. To me, they're mesmerizing too, watching their fins. But when he moves, I'll be like, oh. And I wish my chairs actually faced this wall instead of that wall, but the TV's on that way. But my next furniture here, I'm going to get them daggone recliners that have that spin underneath them, so I can whip around. I like looking at these tanks
or
too.
Or just get, desk chairs. I've got, just office chairs here. That's what I've got.
That's an idea.
The spotted Raphaels really are taking that too. I've been watching them a lot lately. They come out all the time, and they're getting big. Bugging me to get one for my next tank. Nice. Yeah, the spotted Raphaels are really cool. Although yesterday I did see one of my Denison barbs not looking too good. He looks washed out. I'm gonna do some stuff today with that tank, and I don't know. He just doesn't look good at all. His colors are he's swimming just a little weird. I mean, he's doing fine. He ate last night. He ate just fine, but his colors look a little washed out, and I don't know. Maybe he's got a migraine.
But when you were talking about reducing some of your tanks, are you considering getting like a bigger tank to replace two separate tanks so that you don't have to? Or
I've only got one of the pea puffers left over here, and there's a clown pleco in there, so I'm going to move the clown pleco into one of the other tanks. And when that pea puffer is pretty old, I got him from Seth, Because Your Fish. He thinks they were around 6 years old already. When he sent them to me, they were already pretty old, and I've had him for just over a year now. So, I mean, he's up there. He's not gonna live too much longer. And once he's gone, I'm just gonna take that tank down. I think I'm getting rid of the guppies. This is a guppy tank right here. This is mostly a guppy tank, and then over here used to be a guppy tank. Now it's my tetras. So I'll get rid of those two tanks. I'm keeping this Suda McGill's. This is a community tank. 55 I'm going to keep. The 75 I'm going to keep. Zoidberg, I was thinking to downsize this tank and, put him in one of the guppy tanks instead when they're all gone. So I'll probably keep, let's see, one, two, three, four, five, maybe 6 tanks out of the 11.
Well, now with him just in a bigger tank by himself, wouldn't it be easier on water change and stuff to leave him in
Oh,
the big
sure.
volume?
Sure. Yeah. And I mean, there's
That
no
one.
bio load to speak of at all, really. I mean, and they'll all be still heavily planted and stuff. So I'll probably put something else in there with him,
Uh huh.
some top dweller of some sort, maybe some neons. I don't have any neons, and I used to have those,
Yeah, I
when I
didn't know if you were going along like Kenny, where they're not really reducing gallons; they're just reducing the boxes that all those gallons are
yeah.
in.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna not get any bigger tanks. And you know, maybe in the future that'll grow. Like I still want to make an actual fish room in the basement once my kids move out and stuff and I've got the room. Um, it's just not going to happen anytime soon.
Right.
And I just feel like it's getting a little overwhelming, you know. And again, health issues and stuff. Oh, sorry, I just gotta.
Got to tweak it.
Yeah,
Well, when you're having to step over something and all, it takes a little bit of the fun out of it.
it does, and it's, I don't know. I
And you
feel
have
like
to move this to get to that.
I
Yeah,
feel like I'm not giving the fish the best care that they could have right now. So
right.
I'm just gonna scale down a little bit and see how health and things do, and we'll see what happens 6 months from now. Maybe 6 months from now, I'll have 10 new tanks. Who knows? But I just think it's the
Yeah,
right thing to do for now.
right. Well,
Now you're gonna at least
figure
save
out.
room for some super blue carry tetras, right?
Well, those are in the they would go in with the other tetras, even though like I think Kenny said don't do that, or maybe you told me don't do that. I'm still going to put
No,
them in.
Kenny said that, and I have not seen that to be the case yet. I just, I got the initial 12, and then just on Tuesday I got 13 more from Dan because first time around he sent me a bunch of females, which he warned me ahead of time that he had a bunch of females, and so this time I said if you've got more males, to go ahead and do that. And so yeah, he sent me like I think 10 out of the 13 are males,
Oh,
and
cool.
now it's like in the 90. They're so cool to watch. They don't school super tightly, I guess, because they're not spooked in there. There's a bunch of pseudomcgills and some young melanitania, but they're kind of all over the place, and they don't bother anybody. They seem to be well integrated.
They're beautiful fish, and I definitely want to add them to my tetras. Yeah. So yeah, I
Well,
mean, I'll still get some different fish, as my fish age out and stuff. Oh, and my Bosemani's did colony breed. I do. It's definitely a Bosemani fry. It didn't. I was only one, but at least it can happen. You know.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool that I actually got. I didn't do anything. I didn't. I didn't put any spawning mops in there. I didn't take anything out. I just let it go, and it's doing great.
So
oh,
right before, oh, sorry, go ahead, Edie.
Holly was asking about the Keystone Clash raffle.
Okay. So what we're doing, Fish Fam is getting together. We're creating. We have this thing called Fish Fam for the Clash. It's just a subset of the Fish Fam. Everybody who's going and who wants to donate. We're doing some raffle stuff at the Clash itself in order to benefit those clubs, right? Because it's not like Aquashella or any of those other corporate events. This is clubs that put this on, and it's really a fundraising for those clubs. It's the Cichlid Club of York and the Lancaster County one. Alishon's in here. I think he can tell me. I always forget the Lancaster County one. But what we're doing is they do this thing called Give a Kid a Tank. So we are sponsoring one of those. It's a 10-gallon setup. We're sponsoring at least one of those so far. We've already got that taken care of. We're a platinum sponsorship, which means we paid them $1,000 to be a platinum sponsor. And we're doing a bunch of other stuff to go with that. Raffles are only for people that are actually going to be at the event. You can buy your tickets there at the event, and we're donating the Give a Kid a Tank, and we're also doing at least one 55-gallon with a stand and everything you need for it. We've got plenty to do a bunch more stuff, though. We're going to wait and see how much money actually comes in, and we'll know what we're doing. So when you go to the event, you buy your ticket, you could win one of these things. There's a ton of raffles going on already. We're just helping out with that.
Cool.
Danny's out of work because of all the snow. St. Louis must be getting smacked with snow.
Oh, Danny Wesley's out of work?
Yeah, well,
he drives a truck.
he drives, so yeah.
Just
There's
for
Ryan.
day.
PNW. It's always good to see you, man.
Jeremy.
So, Holly, hopefully that answered your question. I know I jumped around a lot there. You know, we're going to be talking about it a lot. Aquarium Club of Lancaster County. There we go. I knew Alishan. And hey, Chevy Fish. We're going to be talking about it a lot. You can donate to it up until July 1st. A lot of other fish fan people that are going are also doing their own. Stephen, you did a class. And what else?
Yeah, I sponsored 2 classes.
2 classes.
Plants and the rainbow fish.
So we're trying to. Last year, there was quite a few of the classes that didn't have a sponsorship at all. Classes, I said. Classes that didn't have a sponsorship at all. And that's a lot of spam there, Star Vlog.
Yeah, what is this?
That threw me off. There's a lot of classes last year that didn't have a sponsorship at all. We're trying to make it this year, but that's not the case. Every single class will have a sponsorship.
You know, and Alishan would make a great interview person too. He knows some stuff too.
He was on my list, and he knows he's got an invitation whenever he feels up to it.
He is mysterious too, and no matter what you say, he knows something about it. No matter what subject on Fish World,
or pies. He knows about
all
pies.
I know
too.
is he knows of one pie. I don't know about a lot of pies.
Well, he knows a good place to buy pie, and that's all that really matters.
Yes.
With or without pie. Susie Q, hi.
Okay.
Ryan doesn't know what to do with his mud guppies because he doesn't want to keep them anymore. But you're stuck with them.
Giving them away seems like the best thing. That's what I'm taking mine to the class. I've already had a few people mention they're interested in taking some home. Last year I did too. They weren't muck guppies, but last year they were a specific strain.
Yeah, and you have all those fish swaps. Just take them. There might be somebody wanting to start out.
Yeah.
And that might be their first time about getting fish, and hey, if you're gonna give them to them, it's an easier way to get rid of something that you don't really want to just dispose of.
Yeah, I'm just going to give all mine away. I don't want to sell them or ship them or any of that kind of stuff. I'll take a few 5-gallon buckets down.
Just hope for the best.
I'm trying to get to that point where my only guppy tank is the mosh pit. I got to pull some of those wild type out of there, otherwise they'll just take over again. But people seem to want those, and I mean they look great. They're just, if you have them in there, they're the ones that dominate the gene pool.
Gotcha.
Well,
I
good morning, Susie Q.
I drink and I know things, like Tyrion, Alishan said.
With or without pie.
Skipper's got a idea about those guppies.
Oh, where is he? Over on Facebook?
On Facebook. He said he needs to call you about those guppies. He has an idea.
Uh-oh.
I don't like
I
his
know with
idea.
Skipper and his ideas.
Yeah,
It sounds a little sinister, don't it?
I don't trust that guy. I don't trust that Skipper. He's out there, man. That guy's he's
freshwater
kooky.
fishy.
He's kooky. Rico has that bluegill. Yeah, I do have the bluegill right in here. The 29. He's getting pretty good size. I need to do a video of him because he's looking good.
See you later, MNC. Well, speaking of Skipper, would somebody care to do the Skipper duties?
Skipper duties.
Yeah.
What kind of skipper duties?
I have nothing pulled up, so if you know where it's at.
We're talking about calendars?
Yeah.
The schedule? Well, I got that pulled up.
Okay.
So, right now we have the Aquatic Morning Show. And Rico, are you afternoon chat delighting?
I am. So I will be on again for another hour after this. About 12:15 or so, I'll start it up. Eastern
Alrighty.
time.
And then I see nothing until 5 o'clock Eastern. Pet Sodics or Susan from SLC, or they go at the same time. I'm seeing both on the.
I think they sort of share it. They sort of they work together on it. So sometimes it's over on Susan's channel. Sometimes it's on. I think mostly it's on Diego's. I could be wrong. If Susan's in here, she can correct me. I think it's
She was
mostly on
on
Diego's
Tuesday night.
channel. Well,
It usually is.
they sort of share the time slot a little bit, like they work together because they did an interview not that long ago. I believe it was on Diego's channel, but Diego wasn't there. Susan did the interview.
Correct. Sure did.
So, anyways, that's at 5.
All right, and then I'm not sure about Rocking the Coast at 6, but at 7 o'clock we got the Hot Mess Express with Foxy and Mary Page.
Cool.
They have
Followed by 8 o'clock Eastern, KG Tropicals, followed directly by James and Ed, Thursday Night Fever, with at 9:30. Followed directly by Craft Ed with Ed, James, and Rico. And then Rico and the Man, if you're doing that tonight.
yes, I'll be doing that tonight. So I'm
A lot of
on.
Rico today.
Yeah, this will be a very busy day for streaming for me.
Got to make up for last week.
Yeah. Thursday nights are fun. They're long, but they're fun.
It's my favorite night, just all those different people. It's not because I stream late or with Ed and stuff. It's just it's always been my favorite. Thursday night's always been my favorite. And I like that Susan and Diego have jumped onto that too earlier. And, you've got the Hot Mess Express. I mean, just all those shows are some of my favorites. Tuesday night is great too. My voice just cracked.
You're going
Tuesday
to
night is
laugh
great
with
too.
Foxy and Mary Page. They're going to. If you're having a bad day, you will not by the time they get through with you.
Mm-hmm.
What do they have tonight? It's Brienne, but not Brienne's Fish Fam. It's Brienne something else, I think. Maybe the name was wrong.
Like a
I
different
have
brand.
not seen it yet. I just rolled out of bed right before the show started.
Fish Dream says, I miss Big J's Monday morning water changes. It was motivating. I told Big J that too. I missed watching those Big J streams as well.
Me too. Because even though back then I was brand new, it was kind of interesting just watching his tanks and whoever he was chatting back and forth with. I learned a lot sitting watching that.
Rob said Brienne Vine is the special guest.
Oh, that's Brian's daughter, isn't it? Is that the mama of the baby, the new baby?
Oh, is it? That would make sense.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe I did see that. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Scatterbrained a little bit. Slow. I can remember it. It takes a while though. Yeah, that was always something you could do. He would be on every Monday.
Oh, I forgot about this. Dragon Lair said Alex is having surgery today. Let's all send him good energy, y'all.
That's right.
You made me say y'all. I don't usually say y'all.
That's right, y'all.
Y'all.
Oh, I thought it was but it is today. Yeah, it's one of our favorites. We don't have any Alex fish history right now.
Yeah, probably be a little while before he's back to that.
Now, do we know what he's having? Is it?
I don't.
Not sure what it is.
I feel like he did mention it, but I don't remember.
I feel bad now.
Well, it's surgery regardless. So
yeah. It's never fun. They always make you poop before you get to go home. Maybe
true.
I want to poop at home. Maybe I want to.
I had to stay an extra day because I just couldn't get comfortable, so I had to stay a whole nother night. I'll do it for you.
I just lied and said I did. Oh, if I flushed it, I'm sorry. Did you want to see? Oh, because I was out of it. And when I had 2 surgeries, both on my abdomen. I had the gallbladder removed, and then I had a hiatal hernia fixed. And that's too bad. Down with the malware, Foxy says. Oh, man.
No cheering up.
Better, Roxanne.
Yeah.
Get better soon, girl.
When I had my gallbladder out, and I woke up from it, and the nurse is there, and she started talking to me and stuff, and I said, "Where's my stuff?" And she's like, "What? Where's my stuff? I'm ready to go." And she's like, "Oh no, you're not going." I said, "Yeah, I'm going to go home. So can you get my stuff together?" My wife's like, "Well, maybe just spend the night." I was like, "No, I'm going to go home." And she said, "The nurse said if you can walk to the end of the hallway, I'll let you go home." And I was like, "Well, you can't stop me from going home anyways, but I'll do it." I said, "I'm going
Yeah.
home. You're not. I'm not a good patient. I'm just not. I know it." And
Famous last words, huh?
so I had my IV thing there, had my gown. My wife held my gown shut, So, and I walked in the hallway and back and said, "Get my shit. I'm going home." And they did.
Oh,
They let
you
me.
really did make it.
Oh yeah, I went home. I don't stay in the hospital.
Patrick said it might be spine surgery.
Oh
Oh my
Jesus!
gosh.
That sounds serious.
Yeah, he
Wow.
was
Yeah,
talking about his back. So that does make sense.
that is horrible.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Nothing against them, but I got enough today. People are already trying to see me. Barbara Jackson says, "How was the Heidel surgery? I hope you had that, and it's getting worse." It was a long time ago now, but I mean, it was definitely something that had to be done because 40% of my stomach was in my lung cavity. I had fallen really hard at some point and ripped the diaphragm on the top, and my stomach went up into my lung cavity. So they had to pull it back down and then put a mesh there to block it. Uh, so definitely helped. The weird thing is, and this is you can look this up. This is sort of a not a common occurrence, but I was diagnosed with RA just about a year, maybe 2 years after having that surgery, and it seems a lot of people who have abdominal surgery do end up with an autoimmune disease not too long after. Not a
Oh,
lot, not, but there is some correlation there. So um, it was interesting to maybe that was why I came down with RA. It's a possibility. It's not known for sure, but it's a possibility.
well,
Wow.
when you had your gallbladder surgery, they just did a few little incisions. They
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
do
The
the big
the
old cut and go to open like they used to do.
yeah, no, it was just laparoscopic. Yeah, I
Yeah,
have like a
my
little thing by my belly button and a little one over here on the side, and that is it. That is it.
yeah, the
Yeah.
lady cuts my hair. I went in Tuesday and she said, yeah, she said, I'm still getting around a little slow. I said, what do you mean? She says, because I missed her for a couple weeks. And she said she had gallbladder surgery. I said, and you're at work already? Because she's a hairdresser.
Yeah,
You know, she's got her own business. And she said, yeah, I'm just taking it slow, but I'm getting better every day.
it wasn't bad. I mean, I was out of work for 2 weeks, but I could have gone back after like the first few days.
Wow. But see,
Autonomic
working in
issues were coming
the
too.
corrections, we got to be ready to be able
Yeah, a
to
little
take
bit.
knocked
Yeah,
down and all that.
yeah. IT
Like I
guys. I
had,
mean, I'm not going
yeah,
to wrestle with anybody unless it's for fun.
that's like I went back with stitches and I didn't tell the people because I had the surgery done on my day off, and it was just having some skin stuff removed. But where the stitches were, you bent your leg, your pants pulled down on the bandage because it had the packing.
Yeah.
But lo and behold, I had to run an inmate down across the yard, and all that because they said he's behind the building, So I'm running to get him. It's like, oh my god, and it did make it sore for a couple more days, but
Yeah,
that was my fault because I should have told them and they wouldn't have put me out there. But I didn't want anybody to know my daggone business. So
Right.
yeah.
I
I'm
have
with
some.
you there. Yeah,
I
it's
probably
hard
have some extra
sometimes.
scars.
I used to feel that way, but now these days I don't care anymore. I tell people everything. I don't even I used to be that same way though. Like I didn't want anybody to know anything about, when I was sick or any of that kind of stuff. But now I don't care. I'm sick.
Well, in that world, if you share your personal life, you might be crossing a line. If you don't,
Sure. Oh well, that's
it's
the
it
different thing.
depends on who decides
Yeah.
that you should or should not have shared.
And you don't want one of
And
the guests to know that you might have uh, a spot that
Weakness
could be, yeah,
temporarily.
weakness
right,
or
Yeah.
anything. Yeah.
because you wouldn't have to tell one of the guests because the other coworkers would be starting. Oh yeah, she's got stitches in her leg today. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you don't
Whole different
share
world.
some things.
Whole different world.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was fun, but I did catch him. I did say that because it takes a while. But if you get it all working, and it's like a powerhouse. Once you get everything jiggling together, you can really move like a freight train. Can't stop, maybe, but you can
Hey,
move.
Misfit, hey there.
Yeah.
What about events? So we were almost at the top of the hour again.
I don't.
So I've got the slideshow saved on Google Drive.
Oh, look at you.
ABC said Dee Dee seems like such a sweet lady. Crazy to think of her tackling inmates like a linebacker.
Oh, that's some of the best parts.
Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Brickley said she's a terrible patient too. And
I
Danny
haven't had
and Dragon there
surgery.
talking about the gut biome. Yeah, it definitely does. It definitely does.
I mean, yeah, your gut has some of the same receptors that your brain does. So, like,
Yeah.
gut health is also linked to mental health. That's very important.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's wrong with me. Yeah, that's what's wrong.
I study a lot on the root cause of autoimmune disease, something my modern medicine doctors weren't doing for me. It's mind blowing.
Yep. It's
Oh,
you never know, but you find out more about stuff all the time. You know, you think this, and then new studies come out, and you realize, oh, that was what was wrong a long time ago.
wow. Just a couple of days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, Irving, Texas, Hilton Garden Inn, down in Dallas, Fort Worth. So, Expo with plants, fish, coral supplies. Not sure if this is just saltwater or not. But yeah, whoever's in that area, have fun with that. CCAC Winter Swap. That's also in a couple of days in Indianapolis.
What I'd like to know is what are we swapping winter with? Do I get to like have spring or fall?
Hurricane season.
Well, hurricane season's fine for New York. We only have one every 5 years.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be. They always say this hurricane season is going to be the worst ever, and that's just kind of the thing now. Like each year's going to be worse than the last.
Yeah.
You just hope you avoid them. Indoors and free entry sponsored by Aquatic Arts. All right.
Very cool.
Greenwater Aquarium Society of Chicago land swap in Joliet, Illinois. And that one is in just 10 days.
Hey, Matt. I
Starting to come fast now.
Oh.
Jeez. I'm 3 weeks away.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I'm missing all the Aquashellas so that I can do Triple Crown and Clash.
Well, thank you. I'm happy that you're going to make it to the Clash. Again, that was one of the things that was bothering me the most was that because I can't go to the Triple Crown, that we weren't going to get to hang out and stuff. So I'm really happy. I know it sucks for you guys, everything that happened, but I'm just really happy you're both going to make it.
Well, this AC has been a piece of crap for a long time. Like it's been falling apart and have to get repairs, Freon added. R22 Freon is about to just like disappear. So it's got to happen. So I'll actually be happy when it's done because, I'll have a more efficient system and all that.
We don't even have AC. We don't even have it. We don't need it.
Oh, we need AC.
People say, "Oh, look, I could never live in that snow." Well, the snow goes away in June. Yeah, maybe May, but sometimes June. Well, we've seen it snow at on Mother's Day. But those other months from like July, late June, all the way through end of October is just beautiful. Beautiful temperatures.
Wow, really? Snow in June or even May? I didn't realize it lasted that long.
Sure, yeah. Because again, the lake. Because at the beginning of the season, the lake keeps us warmer. But then at the end of the season, it keeps us cooler because it takes a while to warm up. So,
yeah, you were saying you keep the house at 62, and that's for sleeping, I would just like curl up in bed and hibernate. That's perfect temperature.
Yeah, and we wear slippers and like I got pajama pants on. And anyway, sorry, I interrupted the events.
Oh, well, here's all these Northbrook, Illinois.
You're muted, Dee Dee.
I had to sneeze.
Oh,
Sorry.
Tropical fish swap meet, one of the many that are happening this year, apparently in Northbrook, Illinois. So this one's April 24th.
Frag Farmers Market. That's cool.
Frag Farmer, 100 plus vendors, huge raffle, $5 admission, March 5th, 2022, at Edwin O. Smith High School in Storrs, Connecticut. I wonder how close to Lefty that is. Not that he does saltwater.
Now, $5 admission. How many of these swaps have admission? Not that many, really. I mean, it's only $5, but still, you don't see too many swaps with an admission price.
I was looking at this one has an admission price. Yeah, some of them do, or like if they do, it's like really cheap.
I mean, $5.
Probably if they have to rent an indoor space, they probably do.
Well, they usually get that from the vendors. They usually make the vendors pay for the event. But that's okay. I'm not if it's $5, it's
Okay, look at this. Another tropical fish swap meet. This Northbrook, Illinois, $5 admission.
Yeah.
So
I've only been to a couple anyways, but they were always free. And Terry said that most of them actually do.
Yeah, I guess there's some other costs associated with it.
And again, it's $5, but it's not killing anybody.
Right.
That's not going to keep anybody from going.
And then here's one in Michigan. Who we got in that area? 4700 16 Mile Road, Sterling Heights, Michigan.
John the Fisherman, right?
That's right. And Eric, I don't know how close to this city he is. Eric Wyrock.
Terry might not be too far from that. Coldwater, they might not be too far. I don't know where Sterling Heights is in Michigan. Is that a suburb of Detroit? I feel like it is.
Perhaps.
ABC says that goes to the high school.
Okay, that's good. Then GCCA meeting on Sunday, March 13th.
Look at those fish. Every time I see it.
Cyprichromis, Paracyprichromis. And again, Northbrook, Illinois.
Coldwater Aquatics actually is in Indiana. He's in northern Indiana.
Okay.
He's not far from Michigan, but he is in northern Indiana, around where I was born.
Okay.
And then more northern Illinois stuff. In Loves Park. It's just a fish swap, some sort of fish.
Pretty fish.
Yeah. Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Who's going to that? I bet a lot of y'all are, huh? That fish place.
I'm not. It's too far to go for a swap. But I know that pretty sure Degenerate's going and Fishy-Mon. Skipper, I think, might be going. I think Lefty was talking about going to that one. So I think there's going to be quite a few people going to it.
Yeah, I think Skipper said at first he wasn't, but the more you keep seeing it, it's just a little bit close. Yeah.
And again, a few bucks for admission, and then the table. I mean, the tables seem pretty cheap. $10 if you're a member of ACLC, and $15 for a non-member.
Kelly, they're farther north than you. I think they're not too far. I think they're like around Mishawaka. I can't remember where. I think somewhere close to like Mishawaka or Elkhart.
Aquatic Expo, April 2nd to 3rd in Atlanta. Reefapalooza, April 23rd to 24th in Orlando.
This is one I really want to go to, and there's no way I'm going to be able to. But that's this one, Triple Crown, Oktoberfest. Those are the ones I'm really, those are the ones I'm really missing out.
Yeah, Fishtoberfest for sure. It's awesome that Skipper won, though.
Yeah. Oh, and Skipper said himself, Lefty, Jason Kirk, and Colored Guppies are all going.
Oh, cool. Alrighty. So, Aquaticon. Hopefully it's a success this year, and I can make it another year.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's yeah. I want to go. That's the one I'm going to be missing out the most, other than the Triple Crown. But Fishtoberfest too. All of those events. I
Yeah.
mean, I want to go to the Shellas too, but those other club events are the ones that I want to go to more.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, man, fish over Portland would be quite a ways. I bet it's expensive to fly there. And then Jenna pointed out she was looking up plane tickets. Actually, it's slightly cheaper to fly into Portland than it is to fly into Philadelphia.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
but
And
we're
it's
gonna.
about the same distance, probably, right?
I guess so. It
Yeah.
just depends on the time, and
No,
we
you're
haven't booked.
closer. You're closer to Philadelphia. Probably not a lot, but you're definitely closer to Philadelphia.
Yeah,
You know, Skipper got the super prize because not only does he get to go to Fishtoberfest, but he gets to stay with Kenny and Danny
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
You know that is
Yeah.
going to be some
Oh, yeah.
kind of fun.
it is. That's definitely.
So, but here we are. We're at the end of the second hour.
Carolina
So,
Aquatic Expo. Is this near you, Dee Dee? Or
I don't know. I don't know where that's at.
Yeah,
yeah,
it
it
doesn't
doesn't
say
say
much about
much.
This
Then
first
Reefer
time I've seen that.
Palooza,
You
June
gotta get the
25th,
important one.
26th, and Triple Crown, July 27th, 31st. Dallas, unfortunately, won't make it to that one. Good luck. That's going to be hot as hell. August 6th to 7th in Texas. Reefer Palooza. Then we got this Marine Aquarium Conference in North America in Milwaukee, September 9th through the 11th. More Northbrook, Illinois fish swaps, September 18th. Here we
There
go.
we go.
Keystone Clash.
That's the one. So looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
3 times as large as you remember, with over 5 times the vendor space. And my biggest knock about the event last year was the vendor space. So
Yeah,
that's
everybody complained about trying to do stuff in there.
yeah, it was way too small. But they weren't expecting that many people because of everything going on. So they were blindsided a little bit. So this year it's really going to be a lot bigger, and there are going to be a lot of fish fam people there. It is going to be a lot of fun. Last year we had a blast. I mean, the dinner was fun, hanging out, having some adult beverages. Just the whole time was just a blast, and the speakers, just everything about it. Just everything about it.
Sorry. I thought I muted.
That's okay. If you can make it to one, people, this is, I mean, Triple Crown, Fishtoberfest, all these events. But I guarantee you, this one's going to be a lot of fun.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. We got to talk about other stuff like rides and things like that. Make sure you're sorted out.
Yeah, we're gonna wait a little while to book the plane ticket, just because Beck said like 2 to 3 months out or something like that on a Tuesday.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's time to buy
Yeah.
tickets. So we'll wait. Aquatic Gardeners Association, Chicago, Illinois, September 29th through October 2nd. Aquarium Catfish Convention in Herndon, Virginia, October 7th through 9th. Aquashella, Chicago, October 8th and 9th. Also Fishtoberfest. I don't know. Do we have a flyer for that yet? Oh, there we go. More info to come.
I didn't see. No, wait. Which one was Chris Biggs was saying he was going to go to the ACA? He must have meant the Triple Crown.
Yeah,
Probably.
Because they're not doing a separate event this year that I am aware of, right? The ACA is only.
I think it's this was. I mean, it was originally their event, and then everyone else like tagged along.
So he's going. Chris Biggs said he's going to the ACA, and I think that catfish one, Catfish Cataclysm, I think was the one he was going to. I didn't see that one in the list there.
I saw something about catfish.
Yeah, it was like one more back or.
Let's see.
Oh, you're from the front side.
All Aquarium Catfish Convention, Herndon, Virginia.
That was it. I feel like there's one in Michigan called Catfish Cataclysm.
I don't know. Reefer Palooza, another Northbrook Tropical Fish Swap Meet on October 30th. Then another one December 4th. And
That
that's the
that
end of the
Catholic show is
slide.
in Herndon, Virginia.
Yeah, I think there's another one.
Yeah, but if anybody has events like that going on in your area, state, or whatever, send Jess the information at the Tam's Aquatic Morning Show email.
The
Get it
Aquatic
added
Morning
in there.
Show at gmail.com.
You know, she tries to keep them updated as she can.
So-
Terry says that is usually in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and then Alishon said Cat Con, which is a different one. Haven't been there since the original event. Catfish Cataclysm is next year. Okay, there we go. There we go.
So, you know, and probably the one in North Carolina is more than likely going to be Charlotte, because I know they do fish shows, and James and Ed and all them. I think they went one year they were going to go, and it was Mother's Day weekend or something, and they didn't. But they had made plans to go. But that's like a 5-hour drive for me one way.
ABC, I don't know of any swaps around us. KJE is probably a guy to keep your eyes on. He goes to a lot of those swaps, and sets up as a vendor. And you know him, Keith. He's probably the guy to watch, but I'm not sure of anything. I haven't seen any kind of swaps around us at all. I don't think they do too many this time of year, just because of the weather and stuff.
Okay, well, gentlemen, thank you for coming up and helping, because it was a surprise for me, just too. I wasn't prepared, but we muddled through it. And thank you. I couldn't have done it without y'all. It'd have been so boring for me to be up here. But
Sure thing.
Do you have access to some other songs, Steven?
Yeah, y'all tell me what song, because I don't think it matters as much for the tail end, like copyright stuff, because Jess can just cut it off.
And again, Jess, hope you feel better. We did miss you today, so hopefully you're back to yourself tomorrow.
How about Danny's Algae song? I don't know if that has something she can't play in the middle of the song or not.
I don't know. All right.
So I guess I need to get better at doing this part. But also, don't forget, if you get your comments in, the short for the day, Joe's Shrimp Shack has that 10% discount up to 4 hours after the stream. And the drawing will be tomorrow. And if you have a short video you want to be considered for the video of the day, submit the thing to Jess at the Aquatic Morning Show at gmail.com. So, and if you would like to be a Coffee Cup sponsor, email her that as well. I hope I didn't forget anything.
I've got to take off because I start my stream in 5 minutes.
All right.
Well, we'll see you.
So
We'll see you. Thank you, Rico.
Yeah. Again, I hope Jess will feel better. We'll see you guys.
Snails.
Right.
Oh, snails. We forgot about this. Too. I have to remember that.
Yeah, I got the algae one pulled up if you're ready for that one.
Sure.
All righty.
Thank you all for coming.
Thanks, everybody.
Appreciate it.
How easily I'm bothered by this algae. One step from New King, this'll take. Going in with you brushing my hair, swishing all road. Does not seem to get it all out. I just can't take it anymore. What it takes to get all of this algae gone. You are not something I would just get out of my tank. You do not belong. There is no other way. I'll decide to no life my day. L J X. That's what I say. L J X. Don't get in my way. Don't get in my way. Harry string and blackberry things growing around. Just can't quite pull all of it out. Blue strip haze and Siamese fiery fox. Let me just flip over these rocks. I don't want algae anymore. How do I get rid of all this stag horde? Are you even doing your job? Turn the lights off and bring out the big guns. Hydrogen peroxide, 1 mil per gallon each time. L J X. That's what I say. L J X. Don't get in my way. L J X. But not too much. L J X. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. No day tank. J X. That's what I say. L J X. Don't get in my way. L J X. But not too much. L J X. Because it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Water change, boy.